All right, guys. Welcome to React and Chill. On this channel, there's two things I like to do. That's react and that's chill. And let's get ready to chill, man. We're going to chill, talk about the warning, talk about something that it's been on my mind for a little bit. First off, let's celebrate with good news and a reminder for everyone that the warning is celebrated their landing number one on the Billboard there as emerging artists there. We talked about that a little bit in a prior video, but hey, it's good to celebrate things like this, and I think these girls definitely earned their ranking here. Yeah, Keep Me Fed ranked number one, landed number one on emerging artists. Really cool. And then number 4 for top hard rock albums and number 6 for top album sales. Very cool. Very impressive, right? And these girls have worked hard on this, right? They started in 2013, so a little bit more than 10 years now. They've been working at this. And when they started, they were children. What Alejandra was like 7? Like that the bass she had, it was gigantic on her, right? And it was just a normal size bass. Wow. But they've gone real far on this. And the reason why we're talking about this, because I've read somewhere that some people are saying that these girls bought their success, that their success has been bought and paid for. And I'm like, by who? Like, by whom? Like who? Like, who do they purchase their success from? You know? You're not going to find their names mixed in with any sleazy person like P. Diddy or anything like that. All right. You're like, no. If anyone who's been following the warning from the beginning knows that, no, there's skill and talent there, right? Very, very young when they were kids working at something. And of course, you got to admit there is a little bit of luck, but there's a little bit of luck when it comes to success, and that's the same for all bands, for a lot of bands. Though there are some artists that do have a lot of benefit with someone on the inside, or maybe they make deals with certain producers or whatever. As far as the warning goes, we know nothing of that, and it doesn't even seem that does not even seem to be anywhere near what has happened. If anything, it is a story about talented people, talented musicians that had a passion for music. And that's to say have a passion for music. And they were lucky for certain things. They were lucky to have the circumstances that they have, or I should say probably had there. Okay, hung up on that. If they weren't born into a family that was very supportive, then yeah, they would have a harder time getting to where they got, right? In fact, if they were born into a family that did not care about music or thought it was a distraction from other things that would be much more important, then this journey wouldn't be here. Then I wouldn't be here talking about this band. And in fact, there would be no Keep Me Fed. In fact, there would be probably not even an album, right? But that's not what happened. They were fortunate to have, and I should say, still are very fortunate to have a family that appears to be very supportive of their work, of their passion. And they were like that since the beginning, it seems like, there. Because even at a very young age, they were allowed to play, and they were encouraged to do that. It was something they wanted to do, and they were recording things. What was it, like their garage or their house or whatever? They were recording things for YouTube. It was like, and there's no way that they thought those videos were going to go anywhere. It was probably just like a little thing that they did. A lot of people were doing that at the same time, and still a lot of people are doing it now. There's a lot of small projects, comp projects or gigs or whatever, that are happening right now, being uploaded to YouTube right now. They're probably involving kids or involving whoever who are just passionate about music, and they're doing covers, right? And they're like having fun with it. They have no idea what could possibly happen. The warning, these girls had no idea what could possibly happen. The family had no idea what could possibly happen. What happened was the right time, the right place, a thing of luck, things outside of their control, literally people outside of their control, who stumbled upon their cover of Enter Sandman was like, whoa, what is this? Now, of course, keep in mind, at that time, that was around 2014, right? There's a lot of bands that were covering probably Enter Sandman and other Metallica songs, right? And they could have stumbled upon any of those artists, any of those players, but they stumbled upon The Warning in particular. And the band Metallica had some positive remarks about that. And a combination of that, I guess, the video did go viral. I'm not saying it was Metallica finding it that caused the video to go viral. It was, that thing about what makes a video viral. It's like, it's kind of, there's like a magic to it. Some people say there's a science, you can make it. Okay, all right. But then explain things that are like complete accident, like what? Hotuk, Hawk2, that girl. Okay? That, like, it is like almost, you would say luck as a placeholder. That's what luck really is. It's just a placeholder. It simplifies things. It's just the right combination of the right people stumbling upon it, finding the video, liking it, sharing it, people with bigger influence liking it and sharing it, and it spreads around. People are like, oh, this is cool. And then it reaches the band, Metallica, and then that spreads around even more. Okay, all right. So now a lot of people are like, who are these girls? What's going on here? Very cool. And the whole bought and paid for thing is so silly because these girls had to raise money through GoFundMe to even do their first album or their first EP, the Escape the Mind. It's been a minute. It was like, yeah, that's right, Escape the Mind. So they raised money to do that. They didn't have the money to do it. They didn't pay a producer to do. Well, I mean, they did pay a producer because they raised the money to pay the producer, right? But it's not like they made some deals. It's not like they paid someone off to have success in the industry. No, that's not how this works here, for at least for them, okay? They raised the money. They did this EP, and I was like, okay. And it was getting some traction there, all right? And then what they were discovered, they were on Ellen's show, DeGeneres, and from there they got, I think, a scholarship, right, for the music school, but they also had to raise additional funds on their own to do that, and it's not easy. People have to believe in you to want to support you on that. Now, maybe the family is very, very active and resourceful and able to like find people, to donate and be generous like that. Okay, but that's a good skill to have. That's just networking, man. All right, I'm just calling it just networking as being very simple with that, but it is a lot of work that happens behind the scenes. It's not just luck. It's a little bit more than that, a lot more than that, and it's definitely not, they bought and paid for their success. Their success is bought. No. Other things about them. Well, I mean, look, if they were generally not talented and not good, they would not have the fan base that they have. If they were not good, people wouldn't like their music. Now, someone could mention, like, what about Bieber? Bieber is not good. People like it. But setting that aside, I don't know about that, okay? But, look, man, like, if they were producing tracks and songs that were just not of any good, and they would not get the praise that they get now, all right? Especially now. They definitely worked hard on this. They toured a lot. It's a lot of work on this, right? They can't just. It wasn't an easy ride for them. And there's things that they had to sacrifice to get here. Like you think about it, they were children when they started. Through high school. Actually, children, they were in grade school, in middle school, in high school. And they're doing what? They're making music. They're touring. But they don't really have time for like a lot of friends or a lot of the things that you guys do, or we do, right? The reason for that is because they're working towards their dream. They're working towards it. And it just so happens that they do have the skill and the talent and that little bit of luck, that part there, to make it this far. And they're not done yet. You know, this year, 2024, has been pretty good for them. Keep Me Fed is a good album. There's some good songs on that album. Some of you may not really like some of the songs compared to other songs, but when you hear them live, they definitely pop. They definitely have a lot of magic there. And they also had a pretty cool collab with a band called Bandmade, which that wasn't bought and paid for either. You know why that collab happened? Because a little band from Mexico, a little rock band from Mexico was so cool that people in Japan, a few people in Japan were like, oh, I like this band. And those few people just so happened to be, some of them, members of Bandmade. That's not bought and paid for. That's not success being bought. No, that happens out of just like genuine appreciation of that band. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. So I just wanted to say that, like, I recognize the girls worked hard to get here, and it is awesome that they are here, and I am looking forward to where they go, you know, later on in the next few years, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I want to ask you, what do you guys think? Now, you might say, well, there's people who say that success is bought. You know, they're naysayers or they're trolls. Don't give them any time. Yeah, you got a point there. You do. But at the same time, it's like, it's so ridiculous. It's like they had to work hard for this. And there's probably many things I probably brushed over or simplified in my own little, statement about this. So let me know in the comments section what you see when you see the girls in this picture celebrating their number one on the Billboard. What do you see there? You see success, right? But you don't see success that was purchased. Okay? You see success that was earned. How they earned that. Let me know in the comment section. You guys take it easy and have a good one.